in the Midlands of the Let's Do Believer concept, which is about getting young people everywhere writing letters to Believer, telling them the kind of world that they like to be. This is going massive now. We've got over 1,000 schools who have been signing up to this, and we're hoping with the help of the Minister, we're going to get South African children joining the British children also right again. Let me introduce, without further ado, my friend Trina Drinan, who is from the Joseph Cambridge Sixth Form College, and also Natalie Simmons from Birmingham Metropolitan University, and the young youngsters who have written their dream to Manila.
Your Excellency Nelson Mandela, President of the Republic of South Africa, I'm sincerely grateful for your contribution to liberal values around the world, and in particular in South Africa. Contemporary society is still far from perfect and requires many improvements. There are ongoing conflicts in Sudan, Ukraine, Palestine, and Myanmar. The global GDP index has been falling since the 1980s. For example, in 1999 in the UK it was 0.25. Whereas now it's around 0.39. For reference, absolute equality is 0.0. In my opinion, to improve the world, we need to enhance equality, meritocracy, and the institutional protection of human rights, and ensure a clear separation of powers within states. Global supranational separation of powers is required to prevent situations when one country can invade another. Based on my personal experience as a Ukrainian, I can assure you that war is one of the most destructive processes that can happen to any state or society. A clear separation of powers both on national and international level is essential, yet many political actors still fail to recognize how vital it is. You are the person who successfully implemented separation of powers in South Africa, and I recognize how important that achievement was. Separation of powers created the foundation on which meritocracy can be built. Meritocracy is one of them both requires the most, provides fair rewards to everyone, and allows the best to reach the highest goals. meritocracy, equality of opportunity, ignores race, color, gender, and any other factors, focusing instead on individuals' abilities and contributions. In my opinion, we need supranational separation of powers to keep the peace in the world and global meritocracy that will enable everyone to thrive. You're sincerely unique, Baroness. My personal experiences about the project and that I learned and found doing this project. Firstly, I learned a lot about Nelson Mandela. Even though I'm interested in politics, I knew only a few things about him before that. He's a good guy and things like that. But after the motivation from me, I learned much more about him and made two big lessons for myself. Firstly, I learned about the importance of preventing revenge. So Nelson Mandela was one who avoided revenge to white people in Africa. He prevented New South African government from creating a new genocide and learned and teach everyone in the country that we have to be peaceful and we have to punish the ones who directly involved in persecutions of black people. And he taught me that that society has to be equal and all humans are valuable no matter what color they are. And secondly, the phrase, everything seems impossible until it's done. For me, this seemed to be impossible literally 10 minutes ago. It still feels a little bit impossible, but now it's done.
I've collected over 700 messages throughout the 27 years since the book was started in 1990. Everybody from Director to my NGO has written the book, and I'm delighted that the students here will be joining these great people in signing the book later on. These are some of the messages written by some of the people in the book. These youngsters will read one or two of those messages. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. And I want to see you all. I'm reading the letter from Barack Obama Mandela. I just want to do it because rarely has history seen a person who is powerfully embodied, the unimaginable universe alone to be free. Rarely has a man captured the power and the spirit of not just a nation, not just a continent, trust of all humanity's instances on dignity and self-determination. We are humbled by your example, your strength, and your perseverance. We are grateful for your capacity to open the hearts of oppression and service of oppressed. Thank you for the example that you have for generations to come.
USA in 2007. Next.
Hi, my name is Gayton. I'm a student at Cuxima-Zwa. Today I'm reading out the letter message in Facebook. It's written to Nelson Mandela. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for your shining example of struggle and power and peace. No other figure in the world is such a unifying, inspiring presence. God bless you. And his words like these, which are really inspiring and should guide us and the future generations to work harder and do everything with sincerity and equality. Thank you.
And a symbol of hope and hope for the future. I think this is really important because our generations are changing, the times have changed. So something like this, someone like Nelson Mandela who made a change to the world, anyone can make a change. Thank you.
Had I done this book in 2004, I wouldn't have had it in there. But that's my own opinion. Anyway, I said, thank you very much. He was a poet laureate for Her Majesty the Queen back in 1999. So I asked him to write a poem for Mandela. In fact, this poem, an extended version of it, was put on the South African government website. I'm very proud of that. And this wonderful young man, who is one of the stars of the Bohemian, the fantastic Bohemian, the fantastic opera going on at the Royal Opera House. He's in it. Yeah, so don't see the opera, but he's going to read this poem for the third time. Listen to me.
Nelson Mandela, The Tribute, by Andrew Merchant. That's faithful in prison, tears. At home, the moral soul, which changed the world. It lends to life, life of hope, and broken stars.
Good evening to all of the excellencies, ambassadors, distinguished guests, and especially to Mayfair for bringing us all together to breathe this air and be part of the enduring legacies of President Nelson Mandela. I am an investment banker specializing in mergers and acquisitions, fundraise, product design, Asia, Russia, Europe, USA. I also been to work in Africa recently. I'm a trustee of the Gandhi Ashram set up by Gandhi and Kasturba Gandhi. We run 300 schools, 26 institutes all over India for the less privileged, destitute, dying, and homeless. I also run projects that mentor women entrepreneurs, mostly in rural areas, set them up in business to lead financially independent and sustainable lives. This financial independence and sustainable entrepreneurship brings about economic surety and social change, all without me having ever had any conversation with anyone about it. I focus entirely on finance, the mentorship, the innovation, and setting up of the business. The biggest achievement, in my view, is that these women are living in remote, inaccessible villages. For women over there to be running an enterprise to earn money is unthinkable until we have these projects. It's a multi-awarding project, especially proud to say I'm working with UN Women as well. My reason for sharing what I do in my profession and what I do in the not-for-profit settings is to illustrate how we can move the circles of our influence to expand beyond what we know as our world. I say not-for-profit, but I mean not for my profit. These mentored women make amazing profit for themselves and their families. Let me tell you about what amazing, very amazing thing and I are doing. The Nelson Mandela Legacy Events, which will be first held in New Delhi in February 2027, and then the baton will be passed on to New York and then to Cape Town, is one of building this legacy into a thriving, living legacy of celebrating, sharing, and building on the magnificent legacy of the one and only President Mandela. The seed for this living legacy came from Mr. Mandela himself, who told me when he presented to him the House of Commons book of messages. Mr. Mandela told me to keep it alive and have people continually write in it rather than presenting to him, which meant it could be sitting in a cupboard somewhere, perhaps forgotten. Just like the book, this series is a dream that Nick and I are working very, very hard to make real with all of your guidance, support, inspiration, and help over the coming months. The core idea behind this series is to transform the legacy into something thriving, living, one that is continuing to do the work of bringing people together who believe in the ideals of freedom, humanity, unity, and concern for all. We have all been, in one way or the other, involved or affected by brutal regimes, colonization, racism, perhaps a whole load of other biases as well. But rather than dwell on that, what has done everything at its best to break us, we can showcase the strength, the good, and the best that has come out so strongly in all of us, and that which unites us in our view for a better future. The showcasing of the legacy will, of course, have a dinner, but also have an exhibition of paintings specially done, profiling the life of Mr. Mandela, and also the powerful, enduring themes of freedom, courage, empathy, sustainability, and strength under duress. The event will raise funds that will be used in that country where the event is held for the benefit of the children, betterment of their lives. We are going to also honor and award a group of unsung heroes from all over the country where the event is held. My company, Fair, as well as Nick's Blue Sky Villages, will help implement this transformation. I look forward to working with all of you to make this dream a legacy and an enduring reality, not once, twice, 3 times, but repeatedly going forward. With these ever-expanding circles of positive affirmation of the legacy, we can radiate the good in them, the good in us, and make the world a better place. And surely, as they watch us, make them proud of what we are doing as well. Thank you for listening.
And so the speeches also were very profoundly important for us. So I beg your apologies, but before we move on to the next and final act, and then we're going to finally thank you from the